afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Berrytown Community Center. We found a little bit of shade and a little bit of cooler temperatures, which are critically important for this day. And we've got a lot of great announcements, a lot of exciting things that are happening around the city. I want to give an update on a couple of other bits, but first, I want to talk about the weather. With higher temperatures in Louisville that we're experiencing right now comes an increased risk of heat exhaustion, heat stroke, and lots of other challenge for people of all ages and for our pets. And so it's critically important that people around the entire city take precautions during these times of extreme heat. And the bottom line, we can talk about all sorts of other things, but the bottom line is stay cool, find a cool place, stay as hydrated as possible, and make sure that others around you and that others you know are doing the same thing. Help others stay cool and stay hydrated. So I want to first introduce, to kick this off, from the National Weather Service, Samantha Michlowicz, who's going to talk a little bit about the extreme heat that we're dealing with, what's coming up in the days ahead. And so without further ado, Sam?
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. It's hot, it's humid, it's unpleasant, maybe even a little unbearable, someone might say. And this week and into the weekend, we have temperatures forecasted in the mid to upper 90s, and humidity is around 40 to 50%. Now, these values bring heat indices up to the upper 90s and even hitting 100 in some spots. So it's incredibly important for everyone to take necessary heat safety precautions. Now, this isn't rare. It's very normal to have these temperatures in the summer, especially June. However, what is abnormal is that last week we had such cool temperatures and this week is so hot and humid. So it might catch some people by surprise or even a little ill-prepared. So to stay prepared, one way you can do that is to hydrate, drink lots of water. The CDC recommends drink water every 15 minutes to stay on top of those heat-related illnesses and to stay hydrated. Another way is to stay cool. If you're outside, take breaks, find shade, get into the air conditioning if you can, and also wear sun-protective clothing that's nice and breathable so no one gets any sunburns out there. Now, it's important for everyone to take heat safety precautions, but especially elderly, children, pregnant, or even chronically ill. Everyone should check on your neighbor. If you know anyone in these categories, check on friends and family, bring that community together, make sure everyone's staying safe out there. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sam. And just want to also, I should have begun by thanking Metro Council President Marcus Winkler, who you're going to hear from in a moment. We are in Marcus's district. Marcus has been a huge supporter of the Berrytown Community Center, which is hosting us today. I want to say hello to our kids that are joining us today that are participating in great summer programming here at the community centers. We have a future mayor, a future president as part of this group. I've already met them. And so there's the future mayor right there. And so we'll talk more about that in a minute, and you'll hear from President Winkler in a minute as well. But in terms of the heat, as Sam just said, there are basics in terms of staying cool and staying hydrated. I also want to encourage the media in the press releases that we've given out. There's lots of information on what our colleagues across Louisville Metro government are doing to help other folks across the city stay cool and stay hydrated. So please get that, help us get the word out so that people can stay cool and hydrated and that people are not negatively impacted by these extreme heating conditions. For example, 8 neighborhood places are around the city that are available as cooling centers. Our 14 community centers, the Berrytown Community Center that we're here at today, plus the 13 others, all are great places for cooling centers. We have great partnerships with Dare to Care. Our senior nutrition program is offered at many of these. So please, those are great options to stay cool. Louisville Free Public Library. We have 16 branches that are operating at regular hours that can be places to stay cool. And finally, Louisville, our Metro Resilience and Community Service Division has fans. If people age 60 or older are in need of a fan to stay cool where they live, please reach out. You can call 311 to access any of this information or go online to louisvilleky.gov for more information about all these options. I also want to thank our partners at Coalition for the Homeless. Right now, it's white flag conditions that we're operating in when we're in extreme heat or extreme cold conditions. We put white flags out with some of the partners that we work with that are helping those who are currently experiencing homelessness in our community. And so we right now have 3 white flag shelters at Wayside Christian Mission, St. Vincent de Paul, and the Salvation Army Center as well. So thank you to all of those partners in the Coalition for the Homeless. And TARC, as always, if someone needs to get to one of those sites, TARC will waive the fare. So there is no fare on TARC to get to any one of our white flag locations. Now, we've been talking about keeping people safe, which is obviously critically important, but also there are many pets in our community as well. So please also think about pet safety, keep your pets cool, keep your pets hydrated as well, and you can reach out to Louisville Metro Animal Services if you have questions about that or need any support. And finally, I want to just say also another great way to stay cool is to take advantage of any of our pools, our 2 pools that are operating in Fairdale and Sun Valley right now, noon to 5 every day for the rest of this week at the Fairdale or Sun Valley pool. This time next year, we'll have 2 more pools at Algonquin Park and Camp Taylor to add to that right now. But we have 2. And also, we have over 30 locations in our parks that have spray grounds and spray pads, a great way to stay cool. I just left a wonderful event where all of the organizations that are welcoming refugees from around the world to Louisville are having an event for them today at Tyler Park. And I've never seen a splash playground as active as it was with kids. Kids staying cool, having good, safe, quality fun. So I encourage anyone from dusk till dawn. I got that right. No, from dawn to dusk. I knew I got that right. From dawn to dusk every day at any one of the over 30 locations at Louisville parks. Please stay cool by finding a spray ground or a spray pad. Please stay cool, stay hydrated. Remember to check on your neighbors, check on your loved ones, check on folks that you know who might be elderly or disabled that might need some help so that everyone stays safe, cool, and hydrated during these extreme weather conditions. Well, today has been a busy day. This morning, I started my day in Frankfort, where I joined with our fire chief as well as our acting chief of police and their counterparts and my counterpart from Lexington, where we were talking about giving an update on the state of our city to the General Assembly, representatives from the House and the Senate, thanking them for their historic levels of $1 billion of commitment to our city to invest in the future of our city, in the University of Louisville, in the fairgrounds, in the future of downtown, in our parks, in educational institutions, in cultural institutions, historic level of investments that the state has made in our city to help move us in a new direction. And so I was there to say thank you, to give them an update on what's going on across the city, and also let them know that my belief is this strong relationship between Louisville and the General Assembly is just beginning. We are bridging the urban-rural divide. We are overcoming partisanship and focusing on partnership to make things happen, to make our city and our state safer, stronger, and healthier. So I again want to thank everyone in the General Assembly for their investment in our city, and I commit to them that our administration, Metro Council, will continue working closely with all of them to continue to move our Commonwealth to new heights. And one of the things that I mentioned is that just last night, the Metro Council Budget Committee adopted an amended version of the budget that I proposed a few months ago to move our city forward in a new direction. And I am proud to say, President Winkler, thank you to your collaboration, to working closely together with you, with members of the Budget Committee, with other members of Metro Council over the past several weeks. Members of Metro Council have put in countless hours listening to their constituents, having hearings, working on making some amendments to the budget. And I am proud to enthusiastically endorse the amended budget that was passed last night by the Metro Council Budget Committee, and I'm excited about its prospects of success on Thursday night when the full Metro Council considers it. In this budget, we continue as a city to invest in projects and initiatives that the state, as I just mentioned, have said they are investing in. We're going to show our partnership in that way by making investments in improving public safety, in reducing homelessness and increasing the amount of affordable housing, in working for the first time in a groundbreaking way to make universal pre-K a reality for all 3- and 4-year-olds across our city. Historic levels of investment in our parks and community centers like this one here at Berrytown, investing in needed public works infrastructure and also all of the equipment and vehicles that it takes to ensure we have safe, quality infrastructure across our entire city. And finally, we are making good on our commitment to invest in the over 5,000 colleagues that President Winkler and I have across our city government who have dedicated their lives to public service, to working to deliver on the basic needed important government services that everyone across our city relies on every day. We are making historic investments in them, in giving them raises so that we can attract and retain the best people across our city, across our region, who want to serve others through public service, through their work for Louisville Metro government. I am proud of the budget that has been amended by Metro Council. I am proud to enthusiastically support it, and I'm excited for the impactful investments that it has and that the city, that everyone across the city will benefit in the months and years ahead. It is truly working to make our city safer, stronger, and healthier. So President Winkler, to you and all of your colleagues, thank you for your hard work. Thank you for your partnership. The city of Louisville is in for some great times ahead with this budget that will be considered by the full Metro Council on Thursday. Now, and I'm happy to take any questions on that when we do Q&A at the end. But now, switching gears to something really fun. The folks from Planet Fitness and everyone who's helped work on this event can come on up and join me for a wonderful announcement. An announcement, speaking of partnerships, a great new partnership and a great new series that we're announcing here today. As everyone knows, our city has we are wonderful at hosting events. Whether it's festivals like the Kentucky Derby Festival, Bourbon and Beyond, the St. James Art Show, whether it's the Kentucky Derby itself, or whether it's running races, biking races, the Hike, Bike, and Paddle, which will be here in Labor Day, or others, whether it's cultural events like World Fest, sports, food, and so much more. Louisville love its events. And today, we're adding a great new addition to the roster. It's no surprise that I love to run. I loved running so much that I visited all 623 of our precincts during my campaign for mayor. It helps me stay fit physically and mentally. It helps me relieve the little bit of stress that occasionally comes along with the job. It gives me energy. And I just all around think people should find what they love that can keep them healthy as well. Now, I haven't always been a runner. About 30 years ago, I was in law school, and it just so happened to be the 100th running of the Boston Marathon. The 1 year that they let people apply, didn't need a qualifying time to participate. I rode my bike to watch people run in the Boston Marathon, and I noticed that many people running looked as out of shape as me. So on my way back to my place where I was staying at the time during law school, I bought my first pair of running shoes and started running that day. Not fast, not far, but I started running. And I fell in love with running, and I just fell in love with the lifestyle that 30 years later, I'm still enjoying today. And so I'm hoping to spread that, to bring and have more people have the opportunity to enjoy running, whether it's running fast, whether it's walking, whether it's jogging, at whatever pace people want. It is a wonderful way to get out and about, to see the city in a new way, to get to meet other people, and to most importantly, stay healthy as well. People of any age, from any part of our city, can enjoy running and walking. I also know that there are some people in our city that certainly have that competitive streak, and that's great. People are, whether it's watching sports or participating in sports themselves, whether it's cheering on Lou City, racing, or your favorite U of L sports team, or whether it's participating yourself in whatever sport is your favorite, people are looking for a way to also compete. And so this new event is something for everyone. If you want to compete, that's great. If you want to walk, that's great as well. We just want people to participate, to come together from across the city, to meet each other in a new, friendly, inviting way, and to see parts of our city they might not have seen, or certainly to run or walk in places in our city where they've never been. I view my job as mayor to help make our city safer, stronger, and most definitely healthier. And so part of that with this new event is to give people a new opportunity as well. So I'm thrilled to announce today, in partnership with Planet Fitness, in partnership with the Louisville Sports Commission, and other incredible partners who have all worked to help make this happen, we are launching a new series in our city, and it is called the Mayorthon. So starting this year, The Mayorthon will consist of 4 races, 2 races that already exist, the Louisville Water Pure Tap, as well as the Norton Sports Health 4-miler. And we're adding 2 new exciting races as well. One is going to be in September, the Bourbon and Beyond 5K, where people from across the city will have the opportunity to run or walk through the great venues at the Kentucky Fair and Exposition Center. They'll have the opportunity to run on Ring Road, to go through Kentucky Kingdom or some of this space as well. It's going to be a really unique course. And also then in November, the final race of this year's inaugural Mayorthon will be the Race the Runway 5.02K. This is going to be a really fun event. People will have the opportunity to run or walk on the runway at Bowman Field. It will be closed to air traffic for a few hours in the morning so that people can truly race the runway. And in true Louisville spirit, it's not a 5K, it's a 5.02K just to celebrate our Louisville pride. So again, 2 existing events with great partners at the Louisville Sports Commission, 2 new events that we're adding. Planet Fitness is sponsoring the entire Mayorthon series. And runners of all ages, of all experience levels, of all fitness levels are invited to participate. Whether you run every day or every week, or whether you haven't run in years, join us. This is a great way to enjoy these events at your own pace. And everyone who completes all 4 Mayorthon races will earn an official Mayorthon Challenge coin that we're designing right now. You can sign up or learn more at mayorthon502.com. We'll be adding much more information in the days ahead, and we encourage everyone to sign up. Again, I want to thank the Louisville Sports Commission for partnering with us, and a huge, giant thanks to all of our friends at Planet Fitness, who are the lead sponsor for the Mayorthon series. Planet Fitness believes in fitness for all, and they are making a tremendous commitment to this series and to our entire city. When you sign up for the Mayorthon series, you will get a free membership at Planet Fitness until the end of the racing series this fall. That's going to make it easier to train, particularly on hot days like today where you're sweating when you're not even running. Planet Fitness provides a place for people of all ages, of all experiences, to exercise and improve their health. That's something that's critically important to us at Metro government, and I know so many across the city. Louisvillians of all ages come to great community centers like we have here at Berrytown to take advantage of great fitness equipment. In addition to Planet Fitness's sponsorship of the Mayorthon, I also want to thank them tremendously for helping us improve our community centers. Planet Fitness is making a generous donation of more than 80 pieces of exercise equipment to Berrytown and other community centers throughout the Louisville Metro government, throughout all of our facilities. 7 other community centers, in addition to Berrytown, are getting these 80 pieces of equipment from Planet Fitness. Additionally, over the years, Planet Fitness has donated equipment to our new First Responder Wellness Center. You can see it in firehouses around the city. You can see it in police head substations around the city. Planet Fitness has been an incredibly generous corporate citizen, and I want to say thank you to all of you for the donations of treadmills, ellipticals, strength training equipment that not just Planet Fitness members enjoy, but now, thanks to your generosity, people from all across our city can enjoy and use. I also want to conclude my thanks with a special thanks to Rick and David Kuber from Planet Fitness for their generosity and for being such great partners to the city. Rick and David were unable to be here today, but I know they share my excitement. They know the thanks that everyone in our city government has for their and their colleagues at Planet Fitness's generosity. I'm so excited about this event. I'm so excited about what's going on at our community centers. We are truly giving more people opportunities to lead healthier lives, which will lead to improved lives in so many ways. And this is just one way that we're able to do it. And right now, I'd like to invite another great partner of ours, someone who has dedicated so much of his time to public service, to investing in community centers like Berrytown, to investing in parks, to investing in the events that our city is able to have and where we can welcome the world, to investing in improving public safety, more affordable housing, and economic development and creating more jobs. And we happen to be in his Metro Council district. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to a great partner of ours, Metro Council President and District 17 Representative, Marcus Winkler. Marcus?
Thank you, Mayor. As a runner myself, I look forward to the race series, and I'm also glad that it's several months away, so I've got some time to train because, the not far and not fast is probably a good way to summarize my running. So I'm glad I've got a few months to get ready. I'd like to welcome everybody to District 17 and specifically to historic Berrytown. If you haven't spent a lot of time here before, I hope you have the opportunity before you leave to check out our park, some of our historical markers. There's a historic cemetery just a block away. It really is a gem in our community, and I'm very fortunate to get to represent this area. And there's really exciting things happening in Berrytown. A couple of years ago, the neighborhood got together and formed a neighborhood plan that really has been the backbone for the revitalization of this area and driven a lot of the work and investments that we've done. And a lot of that centered around walking and connectivity and health. And so we've seen part of that plan come to fruition with the investments that we've made in the park right next door. We put in a walking path. We've resurfaced the basketball courts. And later this year, we'll have new playground equipment going in, thanks to our partners in the Parks Department who are here today. And I appreciate all of their work and commitment to this area. But I especially today want to thank Planet Fitness, thank the mayor, and thank the staff of our outstanding community rec center here. Because on hot days like today, we want to also be able to exercise indoors. And thanks to this grant from Planet Fitness of this equipment here and at 7 other community centers around our city, folks will have the opportunity to exercise indoors, get out of the heat, or in the winter, or when it's raining, have a place to go inside. And so I'm grateful for your partnership and commitment to our city, and hope that everyone will get to enjoy this equipment across so many of our community centers. So Mayor, thank you for the partnership. Planet Fitness, thank you all, and thank you all for being here and enjoy our district.
Thank you. Thank you so much, President Winkler. What President Winkler did not tell you is, unlike me, who is a one-trick pony and only knows how to run, he actually can do basically any sport, whether it's cycling, swimming, or running. President Winkler is always up for it. And so, and volleyball, that is true. You definitely have wonderful volleyball skills. I have seen those firsthand.